Well, a youth sports organization in Rochester is hoping that the community will rally behind them as they prepare to take their routine on the road. The Monroe County Wolverines are a city-based dance group whose mission extends beyond the dance floor to foster confidence and self-worth in young girls. Linda Jacque-Abril is president and co-founder of the Monroe County Wolverines. She joins us today along with fundraiser coordinator Chrissy Miller to tell us more about this talented group of positive youth role models. Thank you, ladies, for coming on today.
Thank you for having us.
So, Linda, how did the Monroe County Wolverines get started? How long have you been around?
We've been around for 3 years. It started when my daughter got to the point of where she was ready to create her own organization. I was her silent partner and also her financial advisor and partner. And then when I seen her putting the proposals and everything together, I began to see that her vision was coming to life. And I just, as a mother does, support her child, and that's exactly what I'm doing for her.
And your daughter's name is Cheyenne.
Correct.
She couldn't be here today, but she's here with us in spirit. And you also have a granddaughter that's a Wolverine, so they start pretty small, right?
Yes.
What are the age range for dancers?
They're from 5 to 18, and my granddaughter actually started when she was 2.
Wow.
So.
Awesome. What's the mission and the purpose of the Wolverines?
Our mission is to incorporate all participants that come from different walks of life. It doesn't matter if they're financially set or not, because we let everyone know if you don't have it, we don't care. Just come out and dance with us.
And Chrissy, that's kind of where you come in, is in the fundraising department, which can be very challenging. Tell us about your role with the Wolverines.
I'm just, by helping them get all the fundraisers together for our group, to bring in money for the group so we can, when it's time for us to travel, then we use that to travel. And also we just, do a lot with the money just to help the girls get to where they need to be today.
Absolutely, and you guys do a lot of traveling. Tell us about what's coming up this year.
This year, next week actually, on the 18th of November, we'll be traveling to Trenton, New Jersey for our regional competition. There, in the event we advance, which we will, because I have that much confidence in my girls, we will go to Orlando, Florida, and we'll get a chance to compete against about 12 states for nationals. So.
Wow, that's exciting. What sets this organization apart from other similar organizations?
We allow the girls to come in and be themselves. We mentor them. We prep them for interviews such as instances like this. We also do onboarding in the beginning of the year. We march in parades. We just recently marched with Senator Roebuck for the Labor Day parade. The girls enjoyed it. We received a certificate from him for most spirited in the parade, so that was exciting. Once again, if you don't have the financial means to do it, you can, because anyone can participate. And we're not set on just a boundary or a border. We reach out to the entire Monroe County. So it doesn't matter where you're from in the city, what sector, you can come participate with us.
So tell us about some of the girls that are the Wolverines.
Oh my goodness, they're lovable, funny, young women. They are really respectable. They respect themselves and others that's around them. And, we really enjoy each and every one of them that comes in our group. We really appreciate that all the parents that do bring the children to us, we treat them like our own. So I really appreciate all the parents that's in our group that's been coming to support not just the group, but their girls also.
Right.
So
yeah, sounds like a real family environment.
it is.
It is.
So along with the dancing and the physical and the athletic components of it, what else do the girls get out of being a Wolverine?
They get a satisfaction of learning how to play by the rules, because we teach them the rules. We're built on respect, like Chrissy said. Education is key. You have to maintain that C average in order to dance with us. That's the one priority we want the girls to do. So if they're doing good in school, we definitely know they'll do good outside of school.
and you said you won the Most Spirited Award. So how does the community react when they see the Wolverines out there in their uniforms and their gear?
At first, they didn't know who we were, so we had to build on them. But now when they see us, they be like, "Woo, let's go Wolverines!" And that's exciting to see, you know, the community behind us like that.
Right. Chrissy, how can the community help out? What sort of fundraisers are you doing right now?
Well, right now we're doing katydids, which a lot of people don't know what katydids, but it's turtles, so chocolate turtles. So that's what we normally are doing right now, but if anybody interested, they most definitely can.
How do you get the word out? How do you communicate with the community?
Well, we actually I normally pass them out to all the girls, so that's how they actually go out there to sell them to whoever they can ask and get their money from. So that's what I normally do for that, so yeah.
And also the parents make flyers. They'll take a copy of, yes, they'll take a copy of the actual coupon paper and put it up at work and put it on Facebook and Instagram and any other social media and be like, support my daughter and her dance team, the Monroe County Wolverines.
How do you think dancing helps girls just with everyday life?
Dancing helps them be able to speak. You know, some girls that we have are quiet. We get them, they're shy. They're like in a shell, but once they begin to dance, they open up. It's kind of like how a butterfly is created. Starts out as a caterpillar, goes through the larva stage, and then after that, they bloom into a beautiful butterfly. That's how some of our girls are.
Right. So I know that some of the moves that the girls do can be very difficult, very challenging. How do you get them, you know, to where they need to be? How do you build their self-confidence up?
Takes a lot of yelling, to
Friendly.
be honest. Yes, friendly yelling, but we tell them, you know, come on, practice makes improvement. You know, you got to get it together, ladies. You don't want to go out there and be embarrassed, so you got to do what you need to do. And we're always telling them, go home and practice. We can tell who's practicing and who's not. So,
what sort of success stories can you share about a young Wolverine who turned into a butterfly?
I can use my daughter, for instance. She's been dancing basically all of her life. As she started getting too old to dance with other organizations, that's how she wanted to create her own. And now she's a prominent choreographer, head coach, and teacher. She's also a mentor because all 20 of the girls love her to death. When they see her out in the community outside of dancing, you know, they recognize her. That's Coach Shy or that's Miss Shy. So.
Chrissy, what do you think it takes to, well, what kind of character traits are you looking for in a prospective Wolverine?
Just come in, have fun, like you're a normal, like you always come in, do with your family or whatever. That's how we like it.
Enjoy it.
You know, we like all the girls to come in to enjoy themselves because it's not like we gonna be mean. No, we love each other. So we love all the girls that come in and just, you know, like to just have fun. That's what it's all about, is having fun.
Right. How do you recruit for Wolverines? Do you hold tryouts every year? How does that work?
No, we don't do tryouts at all. Anyone can come in and participate. We encourage all girls to come participate. We make a flyer every year when it's about that time. Most of the time the flyer reads, guess who's back, or we're back. We put them everywhere in the city of Rochester and the Monroe area. Restaurants, gas stations, hospitals, Walmart, Target. But before we put the signs up, we do ask, is it okay if we put a flyer up? And most of the managers tell us yes. We have been told no a couple of times, but we go back and ask them again until they say yes. And that's how we get the word out. Social media a lot. And sometimes word of mouth. Like our director, Elmitris Junius, if you're walking through the mall with your daughters, she'll stop you and be like, hey, how old are your daughters? Would they like to dance with us? And then she'll go in and explain to you who we are, what we're about, and she'll either get a yes or a no.
Right. Final question, where do you see the Wolverines 5 years from now? What are your hopes?
Our hopes are to expand and create a football team because a lot of the parents have sons.
Right,
And they be
Chrissy,
like,
you have a
well, you
son.
guys
Okay.
need to have a football team. So hopefully in 5 years, we'll be a prominent organization that does cheer, dance, and
You've got your
football.
built-in cheer team.
Yes.
Your spirited girls. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on. If you'd like more information about the Monroe County Wolverines, you can call 585-317-5524 or send an email to wolverinesmcw@yahoo.com. But before we go, we do have a special treat for you. The Wolverines are here to close us out with a performance in the studio. Thanks for joining us on this edition of CityWise. I'm Tiana Stevens, and we'll see you next week.